You've heard their words before. But what if I told you they never actually meant them? Because manipulators never say exactly what they mean. Instead, they use vague language. Not because they're unsure, but because it's a power move. They want you guessing. They want you doubting. They want you to fill in the blanks for them. And once you do that, they own the conversation. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how vague language is used to control, confuse, and manipulate. And once you recognize it, you'll never fall for it again. Every manipulator knows one thing. Words don't need to be clear. They just need to be powerful. Vague language is used in relationships, business, politics, and even everyday conversations to control how you react. Instead of saying, "I need you to do this for me," they'll say, "It would be great if someone could help out." Instead of admitting, "I was wrong," they'll say, "Well, mistakes were made." Instead of taking responsibility, "I never said that," they'll say, "That's not exactly what I meant." By avoiding direct words, they create confusion, leaving you unsure of what they actually want. And that's exactly what gives them power. Because when things go wrong, they can always twist the meaning later. Vagueness isn't just passive, it's strategic. It's designed to keep you chasing clarity that never comes. The longer you search for meaning, the more power the manipulator holds. Think about it. If someone never gives you a straight answer, you're left guessing. You overanalyze. You start filling in the blanks yourself. And that's exactly what they want. They use vagueness to avoid accountability. Instead of saying, "Yes, I made a mistake," they'll say, "I don't recall saying that." This makes you second-guess yourself, as if the issue is your memory, not their actions. Control negotiations. When someone says, "Let's discuss the details later," they're not postponing a decision. They're keeping you hanging, making sure you stay committed without any firm agreement. Keep you emotionally invested. If a partner says, "I see a future with us," someday, they're giving just enough hope to keep you waiting without ever committing to anything real. Make you doubt your own memory. Instead of admitting, "I said that," they'll reframe it. "That's not exactly what I meant." Now, instead of questioning them, you start questioning your own mind. And here's the dangerous part. The more vague they are, the harder it is to hold them accountable. You can't call them out on something they never fully said. It's a mental trap, and most people fall right into it. The more you try to decode their words, the more control they have. Because as long as you're trying to get a clear answer, they never actually have to give one. So how do you escape the trap of vagueness? You force clarity. The moment you stop accepting half answers and unclear statements, manipulators lose their grip. Their power comes from keeping things uncertain, making sure you're always guessing instead of knowing. But once you start demanding specifics, you take that power back. Here's how you do it. 1. Pin them down. When someone gives a vague answer, don't let it slide. Make them commit. If they say, "Let's talk later," don't just nod and wait. Ask, "When exactly?" If they say, "I might be able to help," push for clarity. Are you saying yes, or are you saying no? Vague people hate being forced into specifics because specifics make them accountable. 2. Repeat and clarify. Manipulators love to twist words later. That's why you need to lock down their meaning in the moment. If they say, "I never meant it that way," don't let them escape. Ask, "Then what exactly did you mean?" If they say, "That's not what I was trying to say," hold them to it. Then say it clearly now. If they change their words too much, they expose themselves. If they refuse to explain, they're admitting they never had a real answer in the first place. 3. Refuse to play the game. Some people will never give a straight answer, because keeping you uncertain is their strategy. If someone keeps dodging responsibility, stop engaging. If they won't be clear, walk away. When you stop feeding into their vagueness, you break the cycle. You send a message. If you can't communicate honestly, I'm not playing along. Because vague words only work when you let them. Now that you see how vague language is used against you, are you going to keep falling for it? Or are you going to start demanding clarity, calling out manipulation, and making sure people say what they mean? Most people never realize this is happening to them. They just feel confused, frustrated, and unsure without knowing why. So, share this video with someone who needs to see it. Someone who's been stuck in conversations that never make sense or feel like they're always searching for real answers. And if you want to keep learning how to defend yourself against these hidden psychological tricks, subscribe and watch this next video. Because at the end of the day, knowledge is your best defense.